A new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is approaching very, very fast, with the project rumoured to be going into the shooting stages at the end of 2019. So I decided to make my very first fan casting video to tell you guys who I would like to see play the epic Heroes in a Half Shell. Let's start off with the leader himself. So my pick for Leonardo would definitely have to be Brenton Thwaites. Now, Brenton Thwaites is an incredible actor, and his most notable role would have to go to Robin in the recent Titans television show. Now, obviously, Robin is the leader of the Teen Titans, and Leonardo is the leader of the Ninja Turtles, so he has already assumed a leading role, and he does it very, very well. Now, we've only seen him lead for a little bit throughout Titans, but we will see him lead more in Titans Season 2, but this already gives him an edge of being Leonardo. Obviously, second would definitely be his voice. Just listen to this little snippet from Titans and just imagine that Leonardo is speaking to the Ninja Turtles.
Okay, in order to work together, fight and defend yourselves like a coordinated team, we gotta see what each other can do. Okay, so let's figure it out together.
I don't know about you guys, but that really does sound like Leonardo to me. He really does sound like a leader, and really, that's kind of like what Leonardo does sound like in my mind whenever I read a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic. Obviously, I think that Brenton Thwaites is an incredible actor at heart with all of the different projects that he has been in. But obviously, Robin makes him look like a leader because he is the leader of the Teen Titans. And I just think he would fit perfectly in this role of Leonardo. Now over to the turtle that does machines. Personally, for me, I think that Grant Gustin would be able to pull this off very, very nicely. And the reason I say this is because of his epic performance as Barry Allen as the Flash in the Flash television show. Now, if you didn't know, the Flash television show is one of my favourite television shows of all time. And I feel that the clumsiness and nerdiness of the Flash or of Barry Allen is very, very similar to the nerdiness and clumsiness of Donatello. And obviously, Barry Allen is a very nerdy scientist because he is a CSI, and so is Donatello. Donatello is one of the nerdiest scientists in the whole of the multiverse. So I think that Grant Gustin would be an epic pick. Now, for his voice, I think that Grant Gustin would kind of have to put on a voice for Donatello because the voice he uses for the Flash, which is absolutely perfect, exactly what I think the Flash sounds like, it's not the same as Donatello. Donatello has a kind of higher pitched voice, and I think that is kind of a bit of an issue. But I do think, since Grant Gustin is an incredible actor and all the stuff he's been in, he's just 100% on point, 100% perfect. I think that Grant Gustin could easily make an epic Donatello voice and pull it off nicely. He's cool but rude. It's Raphael, the hothead of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And who do I think could pull off this role nicely? Definitely Taron Egerton. Taron Egerton is able to display so much emotion and so much anger in the roles such as Eggsy in Kingsman, and even Elton John in Rocketman, that he would fit perfectly into the role of Raphael. Now, I've seen a lot of DC fans campaigning for him to be the live-action Red Hood, and I think that is epic because Red Hood and Raphael have a lot of similarities. They're very, very angry. They use violence to display their anger and their emotions just to get that anger out, and they both love the colour red, even though the Ninja Turtles have all worn red bandanas. Now, as I said, Taron Egerton would be absolutely perfect for this role because he's able to display anger and emotion throughout every single one of his roles. And in Kingsman and Rocketman, he displays this very sarcastic nature, which is very similar to Raphael, so he's practically perfect for the role. But I just think that he would really work with this role really well and would be able to display an epic Raphael that we probably haven't seen yet, and could even resemble the original Raphael from the first ever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from May 1984. He's a party dude. It's Michelangelo. I personally think that Joe Keery would be absolutely perfect in the role of Michelangelo. He is able to show off and demonstrate the charisma and the clumsiness and the comedy of Michelangelo in the hit television show, and personally my favourite television show of all time, Stranger Things. Now, his character, Steve Harrington, is a very comedy-driven character, and we can clearly see that in Stranger Things Season 2 and 3, and even aspects of it in the end of Season 1, and sometimes even sprinkled throughout Season 1, even though his role was primarily the bully in Season 1. I also think that Joe Keery could bring a lot to the Michelangelo role. Joe Keery is a very, very talented actor, and I think that he would fit perfectly in the role of Michelangelo. His voice is practically perfect for the role of Michelangelo. I think that maybe if he kind of made his voice a little bit higher just to fit Michelangelo, I think then that would be absolutely perfect. But if he doesn't, it would still be a pretty much perfect Michelangelo voice. Yeah, I think that Joe Keery would be absolutely perfect for this role because Joe Keery is just a very, very funny guy in general, and that fits really well with Michelangelo, and that he would just be perfect. I think that he would be able to move just like Michelangelo, talk like Michelangelo, and just be Michelangelo, kind of like embody the spirit of Michelangelo. Don't forget that Joe Keery has a very wide range of acting talent, so he could pull off all the different emotions that Michelangelo could feel. Because if you don't know, Michelangelo is actually a very emotional member of the Ninja Turtles team, and he's not just comedy driven. He can be sad, he can be angry, he can be very driven at times, and Joe Keery can really pull that off really nicely. So, those are my 4 choices for who I believe could play the Heroes in a Half Shell themselves, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I decided to go for actors that would almost be in the kind of same age range, and they're about 27 to 29 years old, and I do think that all 4 of these actors would have brilliant chemistry on screen together as well. Who would you choose to play the Heroes in a Half Shells in a new Ninja Turtles film? Are your choices different to mine, or are they the same? Please tell me what you think about my choices in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles content. I'm going to be doing a lot of this more Ninja Turtles content very, very soon, so look out for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.